Hello one and all, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today guys, we're building the one, the only Tie Stricker from Rogue One. I'm very excited to get into this build. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have been sitting on this set for a while now actually. Yeah, I bought it I think for pretty dirt cheap, and I never built it. So I got it all in the bags here. I'm pretty sure it's all there, but we shall find out together. So this is going to be a lot of fun. What is up, Boss Productions? What is up, one and all? Okay, so what happened earlier is I set up the stream, and for some reason, YouTube kind of picked its own time for when I'd be going live. And so for some reason, it said I was live, even though I just set up that the stream was going to go live at a certain time. So, don't know what happened. Well, you look at that. I bought this set used, and all the bags are labeled. That's going to help things out a lot. Alright. So, if you don't know what I'm building, this is it. Right here. This beauty from Rogue One. It's kind of only been used in Rogue One. I don't think it's been used in Andor yet. But I figured this is a great time to build this set, and you guys did vote on it. I've been sitting out, like, you know, Andor's out, so I have to build my Rogue One sets. What is up, AT17, and what is up, Yandy1107? Again, I do apologize for everyone who did wait around, thinking I was live. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube did that to me, but they did it, and we're gonna move on. So, all right. So, let's talk about Andor, actually. You know what? I usually talk about... Is this just bag one? Yeah, just bag one. Okay, sweet. I guess there will be some spoilers. I don't know. I feel like everyone's kind of seen it by now. So, caught up. If you're like someone who wants to watch it, I will say I'm very much enjoying Andor. Which is actually why I'm picking up the Andor ship. Because honestly, like, yeah, it's a little bit expensive, and I'm finding ways to get it for, I'm going to try to buy it used. But I do really much think that's a cool set, and I really cannot wait to get it into my collection. What am I trying to say here? I really do hope they make more sets from Andor. I don't feel like they had much material for Lego to work with. But yeah. What's up, Bricks and Pieces 5000? Alright, let's see. I think it's these legs for him, because it looks like, yeah. But yeah, like, I think the one set is really cool, and I am really excited to put that in my collection at some point. I actually own most of Rogue One. I think I'm missing the Rebels Battle Pack, and I think there's like a couple other sets that I am missing that I do not personally have in my collection, which I should pull out all my Rogue One sets at some point. But I've been very much enjoying Andor, I will say that. Andor has been very good. People complain it's slow, whatever. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, that show is really good. I am building the Tie Stricker from Rogue One, and guys, yeah, I think this came out in 2017. So, how much of the art was that Lego set you're making? Okay, so originally, I don't think it was more than, it was like a $40 set or something. Usually these go for, like, every Rogue One set goes for like over 100. It's insane. But I think I paid like 60, maybe even cheaper for it. I found it on Facebook Marketplace, and the guy, he didn't want it anymore. And actually, it's in really good condition. Like, I buy a lot of, you guys know, you know this by now. I buy a lot of used Lego sets, and I will say a lot of them don't come in great condition. What is up, LCM Creations? But this one, thankfully, was in pretty, like, I'm not seeing a lot of dust on it. Pieces don't look, I mean, it's also not brittle brown, which really helps. So, yeah. All right. Before I move on, though, I have a huge announcement to make, and I don't think it's going to come out this week. I made a new Tavern Talk. So I'm very excited about this Tavern Talk. And surprisingly, I am not following what I told you guys of making Dragon and Lion Knight Tavern Talk next, like a breakdown of each of the factions from Kingdoms. So I was doing research for a video on the CMF Elf. And I'm not going to give away the whole video yet, but I will kind of give you guys this little teaser. Turns out that figure and another figure and the Fantasy Era of Castle are all connected. And people may have heard about this before or how this connection works. I need to get blackout curtains. It is bright outside and it's washing out my face. People have heard about this connection, but I'm going to tell you, no one has went into as much detail as I went into for this video about this topic. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. So I've already recorded it. I already technically actually have the thumbnail made. And I started editing it. I was trying to do a little bit before the show. I've been having back and neck pain, so I try to like lay down a little bit before, not the show, but the stream, just so like, wasn't hurting the entire stream, which is always great. So it's going to work. I hope to put it out Wednesday. I don't think I'll be able to do, but if not, it'll go out Friday. I can guarantee it's going to be Wednesday or Friday. So look out. Don't worry. I'll drop stuff about it. So you guys can always know when I'm about to, drop a new Tavern Talk. But I wanted to give you, for those who are listening, that awesome little teaser there, because I love that Tavern Talk series. It's a passion of mine. But I'll tell you, I got so excited when I found out this, and I was literally like, it was 11 o'clock or something like that when I found it out on Friday night, and I started putting the pieces together. And I literally stayed up until like 3 the next day, and I had the script done. Like, it was done yesterday. I sat through, recorded it, made sure I got all the recordings done. So yeah, I'm super excited about this one, guys, if you can't tell. I don't know, I'm just always excited when I actually get to make Tavern Talks, because sometimes I don't, when I feel the energy behind, when I feel that passion going through me and excitement, that's when I want to use it, when I'm passionate about something Castle, to really talk about that. And I hate to say it, some weeks you just don't feel the passion drive, and so I just when I do feel that, I try to make sure that I use that, because I know that makes the best content. And that you guys where's the goat today? I am the GOAT, okay? I'm the greatest of all time, guys. If you want a GOAT t-shirt too, you should go check out Brick Monarch Shop. There's a link down below, and you get 10% off if you use my code. So yeah, I'm the GOAT today, okay? Alright. Let's see here. But yeah, so I think I'm really excited about this Tavern Talk, and I really can't wait for you guys to see it, so... yeah, let's talk about Andor again. Did I miss Andor discussion? No, I have. You have not yet. I'm building the Rogue One set, so got to talk about Andor. Got the GOAT merch. Exactly. It actually does say greatest of all time on the bottom of it. I don't know. I haven't worn this shirt in a bit, so I haven't worn it during stream, so. But yeah, Andor has been very interesting to me. Nah, I'm the GOAT. I got to. Okay. Andor, let's see. The latest, I will say my favorite one so far was the Prison Break, because that episode was absolutely amazing. They really did a fantastic job. Andy Serkis's character, I'll say, okay, stuff that I want Lego to make, Andy Serkis's minifigure into Lego form is very high up there, and I think it's very high up there for a lot of people, just because, I don't know, even though he isn't really that cool, he's just gonna be in a prison uniform, so maybe do a prison thing would be really cool. I don't know, that whole thing in general was really awesome. The way they are portraying the Empire in this show is so different than, I think, even Rebels, how they looked at the Empire, how they approach it. Rebels did an amazing job in so many things, but I think like, they really did the Empire justice of just how screwed up the Empire really is. No, there it is. So yeah, I think Rogue One is very Andor. Cheese. I mean, it's basically the same thing. One man, a cell block, set world set would be awesome. I agree. That would be sick. I feel like I'm trying to think of the most like the coolest part from that whole area, and I'm trying to think like maybe the construction floor. So you have like one of their tables where they're building something, and then you have like a couple guards. Maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to think other stuff from Rogue. Like the hard part about Andor is it's been so much about the story. It's less about the ship. Like I feel like, okay, I will say though, the one ship I do want, and I know they made one set already, but Luthian, right? Luthian's like starship would just be awesome as a set. I think that's out of everything right now, just after this last episode, that would be awesome because it's such a cool design. And so it's not like your Falcons, we got Razor Crest. Like it's very slick. It's very bougie, I would say too. I don't know if that's the right word to use there, but like it's very different from the others. Like the Razor Crest and Falcon were always like, they were always destroyed. That was kind of their thing. The Razor Crest was kind of like, I don't know, it was a hunk of junk, but Mandalorian was so good that he could make it a cool ship. Like that's kind of how I've always taken it. Whereas like this is like this ship is decked out to be, what it is in the show. Like, so I'd probably say that is my number one set I want from her. New Stranger Things set would be really cool. I do agree. I think the original one where they made it the Upside Down too, I don't think they could top that set. I'll be honest, I don't think they could really top the first Stranger Things set. And I know they did the Brickheads, but those don't count. Brickheads and Lego are cool, but I'm trying to look at these instructions. But yeah, no, Andor's been really good so far, and I know a lot of people have like disliked it or not watched it, but like straight up, I think it is some of the best Star Wars content, just focused on the story and showing more about the Star Wars world. I'm really excited because I heard in season 2 they're going to Yavin, and Yavin is just one of those I feel like we can get some really cool Star Wars content from that. That's what I'm trying to do. Opinion on Goat Brickhead. They should do it. That would be pretty cool. I think they should just bring back some sort of goat thing in general. I mean, they haven't done the goat since the Kingdoms 2011 set, so it's about time we get something. Come on, Lego. I mean, we got a lot of cows lately, so. Brickheads in general, they're fine. I think there's an audience for them. I think it's a different audience too, which does kind of make me kind of sad that we're getting Lord of the Rings ones for the rumored of the Lord of the Rings sets we might be getting this upcoming year. Which still it's almost December, so December is gonna have a lot of crazy things. I mean, there's rumors we're getting Indiana Jones stuff, like. There's rumors Lord of the Rings. I have a feeling that we're going to get some crazy announcements coming up here soon. Speaking of crazy announcements. 5-foot Eiffel Tower, guys, is out. That was something. Just 5 feet. Jeez. That's a foot shorter than me. Like, I'm 6 feet tall. Like, if you don't know, there's a new 5-foot tower, Eiffel Tower, with over 10,000 pieces, and it's $630. Crazy set. But You know exactly where I was going with that, Nathan. But jeez, guys, I don't know why my oof. That is not how you want to go about your day when a Lego shelf falls. But yeah, so jeez, it's so gray too. And I get it that the Eiffel Tower is gray. Yeah, and it's just repetitive. Like it's like the Colosseum. It's why I'll never pick up the Colosseum, because it's just this gray beast. Tan. For that one, it's tan. But like the gray, it's like the same color gray throughout. And there's a couple spots that are different colors in the base. But still, it's just, there's a point where I'm just like, yeah, I don't care how big it is. That's not something that I want to really be building. Happy birthday, Yandy 1107. Hope you have an amazing birthday today. Wait, what? Oh, okay, there we go. Sorry guys, I always build off, like, away from the camera. Like, I have the camera there for a reason, and I don't build on it, which is what I should be doing. So this is what we got so far. We got a capsule. Pretty cool. I like it so far. Alright. It's very colorful, unlike the Eiffel Tower. I don't know. I think it's got a lot of pieces, but I was talking about this with... It is cool that it does come apart in sections. I do appreciate that. Makes it easier to move, because if you think you had to move 5 feet of that, jeez, no. I think that's the hard part right there, is like, what do you do with a 5-foot tower of that? Like, just, I think about my bedroom, and if you want to know, someone put this in a really great way. What's up, Jessica King? Someone put this in a really great way. A light switch is always 5 feet off the ground. A light switch. So think about the Eiffel Tower comes up to your nearest light switch. So yeah, no, yeah, it's just think about that. Is Castle your favorite theme? Yes, Castle is not only my favorite theme, but the theme that rules all themes. I absolutely love Lego Castle, if you can't tell. I mean, all this behind me. I got a little bit of Exo Force back there too, which, speaking of, I am going to be doing an awesome Exo Force live stream at some point here. I just started bag 1. I just started at 3 o'clock, guys. So I'm just getting going. Let me see here. If you don't know, Exo Force was one of the not one of the original. One of the themes that got me into Lego in a way. It was one of the first sets I had, and I absolutely loved them. And I actually picked up the Exo Force Sentai Mountain, and I'm really excited to build that. Yes, it's retired, but I got an opportunity and I took it, and I'm really happy, and I can't wait to get that in my collection. Oh. We'll have to figure out a good... I need to make an Exo Force shelf here at some point. All right, there we go. All right, we're done with bag 1. I've been trying to find some new Knights of the Yellow Castle CMF, but they have only been able to find 2. I was able to pick up 9. But yeah, no, it's been very hard for people to get them, I feel like, just because a lot of people want them and a lot of people want to build up an army of them, which is understandable. I think, in my opinion, right now, it's one of the best for the buck Knights that you can get. Because, I mean, look at all the parts it comes with and stuff like that. So, I think it's got some really great parts. All right, we're on to bag 2, for those keeping track. Let's see here. Wait. It's, I mean, because you get armor, you get 2 swords, you get a helmet, visor, and the printing underneath is just immaculate. There's no other way to put it, in my opinion. So, yeah, I definitely think sold out ever, and they're going to get worse. I am really hoping that in this next wave of CMFs, we get some really good castle ones. I like the knight, but I'm probably only going to try to pick up a couple more of them personally, because I think there's some better, cooler castle stuff that we can get. So. Alright. Let's get these under here. Alright, there we go. I feel like they're gonna skyrocket like the tournament night. I don't think as much. The tournament night was very iconic. I will say that. The tournament night just looks so clean. Well, technically, if you look at it, most nights have skyrocketed from the CMF line. So, yeah, I would honestly say try to get them, like, literally hit up any Walgreens and stuff like that. Because there is going to be a point like the Snow Guardian, like even though Snow Guardian's not old, I'm already seeing people $10, $15 a pop. So all I'm going to say is, like, if you want CMF castle figures, geez, you got to get on that as quickly as possible, because anytime those get out, they're either bought up immediately or just they sell out, or they skyrocket in price once they're done. But I do think people also buy up hordes to sell in the future, because I feel like now that people know how much Lego goes for and how much you can get stuff, and they regret not buying stuff to sell it in the past, I feel like more people pick up stuff nowadays. So I recently got the Heroic Knight for $5, but he is missing the visor. Oh, that sucks. That is a figure I do need to pick up. He's another one that's shot up in price, which absolutely sucks, because I'm trying to get all the Castle CMF figures. My goal is the next two I hope to do is the elf ones, because, guys, I got a new tavern talk coming out about, let's just say, elves and how they're connected to the fantasy era. If you didn't hear me say that earlier, then definitely this Friday. I want to say Wednesday, but I don't think I'm going to have time to finish editing it by then. Definitely this Friday. If not, then next Monday. But again, my goal is this Friday. I have time off this week, so I'm going to try to use that to edit. Is going to be a new tavern talk coming out. So, and it's going to be all about, we're kind of going to the realm of 2007 fantasy era. It's really what this is going to be focusing on. So I know I kind of jump around with my tavern talks, but really when it comes down to it, whatever I'm passionate about at the time, whatever is like really getting me going, like I'm really like, hey, this is what I'm excited about. That's what I do a video on. And I kind of want to do a video about the dwarves next. I really want to at some point also start working on, there's so many things that I missed, but my goal is to do them all. So as long as I do them, in my opinion, it's fine. So at some point though, I do need to go back and do the original Lion Knights, and then of course do the Lion Kingdom and Dragon Kingdom. So it's one of the best castles. Oh yeah, 100%. I think what they did for fantasy era and the lore behind it, like just the world building they did, was so good. And if you don't know, so I found this really cool map, which is going to be in the video. Fantasy era is connected to Vikings. I think Vikings may have taken place before fantasy era, if I had to guess, just, kind of historically. But there is a small connection to fantasy era. I mean, it feels very much the same. It would make sense. But on this map, there are some sea serpents on the sea, and it looks very much like one that you see in Vikings. So I don't know. It's definitely something I'm going to do a lot more research about at some point. Oh shoot, I need to put Technic pins. It's been so while since I've done a ship. Usually I do so many buildings. It's been a while since I've had to really deal with the so much Technic right there. But yeah, Fantasy era, really awesome. I really want to try. It's a cool set. I'm not gonna lie. It's you can't see it, but so that's the Dwarf Mine. But right above this is the Troll Castle, the Knight's Castle, and the Skeleton. I have all but a couple sets from the Fantasy era, and there's one that I still need to build that I have been sitting on for a while. Yes. Oh wait, what? Okay, that's what we're looking for. So yeah, no, fantasy here is cool. I just think it's so cool that they did like, you had the dwarves, you had the what are the other ones? Dwarves, trolls, humans, skeletons. You could have went so much deeper, and I think if they did bring back castle, oh my gosh, they gotta go. They gotta go full on fantasy again. I think what they did with fantasy was different enough that it just like when I was a kid. Oh my, like, everyone's like, oh, well, those sets were for kids. Yeah, when I was a kid, I loved those. I literally remember looking at the magazine and thinking, these are cooler than Star Wars to me. And, also it just shows that I was a huge Lord of the Rings fan. So, and it's kind of like Lord of the Rings. So that was why it was always super cool to me. So, what's up, Hell's Hang Bricks? What's your question? So I know what that's directed towards. But yeah. Made about 15 through 17 medieval figures, 2 different Crown Knight factions, 2017 line, 18 peasants, and 2 dwarves. Nice! That is awesome. My favorite knight probably be the Frightening Knight from the CMF line, or the leader, one of the knights from the Dragon Knight, who had the 2010 Dragon Knights. Sorry. He was really cool. The chrome armor he had. What was that? Not chrome? Gunmetal chrome, I think that was called. Armor. Just a fantastic figure. But the Frightening Knight's super cool. The bear. My favorite castle figure, though. My favorite castle figure in general is just the Rogue Archer. I mean, if you don't know, go back and watch my Wolfpack video, because he is connected to the Wolfpack, which I just find awesome. But also, he's just such a cool figure. For the next CMF series, is going to be an Orc figure. Yes. So I did see that too when we talked about it. And I can confirm, not from Lego, but from deep diving into this type of thing. I will be doing a video about him. I'm hoping, because I really like to get this Tavern Talk out and then do a video about him at some point. Because I'm hoping they're going to announce him soon. But wait, where does this go down? But if you look at his chest print, and then if you look at the orcs from the troll line, it's the same one. It's straight up the same one. I guess I can't really confirm that, but I can tell you that. Okay, wait. So, wait. Oh, okay. So again, I'm trying to get a little piece in here. All right. Yeah, so it is basically confirmed. I mean, look, it's not confirmed by Lego. And I really guess I shouldn't say that, but I can basically say that is part of them. So, yeah. I feel like there was something I was going to talk about that too. Oh yeah, recently the Rogue Archer, he is awesome. I agree. The Rogue Archer, just fantastic figure. Wait, I did this wrong. It doesn't help that my favorite color is green, so there is that too. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I was looking at that instruction piece a little bit wrong. Alright, so flip it around. So basically what I was doing here is there's this little thing here to kind of, I'm guessing that's something for the wing. Sorry, yes. Do I collect Star Wars Battle Packs? I collect some. I used to collect a lot more. I actually have a lot of older clones. I had 2 of the original clone Phase 1 sets. So I have gotten some of those. I've gotten stuff like that. I don't collect them as much. I think I've picked up most of the newer ones. I try to pick them up. I wish I'd love to collect Castle Battle Packs instead, but I do have some Star Wars Battle Packs for sure. So yeah, I definitely, yeah, I've done that. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh my gosh, guys, I have collected them and I do have some. But I think I really do want to at some point do a big army of something, and I'd love it to be castle related. So I'm waiting for just a really good CMF figure. I've gotten a lot of, I've gotten a bunch, but I'd love to do like hundreds. But at some point, like I'd love that to be battle packs, but we'll see. Hey, have you considered the fake Lego Castle armor and figures? No, I don't go that direction. I'm sorry, I don't. I think K-Town Bricks. I think you're right. K-Town Bricks on Instagram. I think I know who you're talking about. He does have some really solid stuff, and I know people who have bought from him, and I'd rather buy from him than other people. I've actually thought about reaching out to them because they do custom ones to maybe make some custom shields, like a goat faction or something. But haven't done that yet. But I do plan on talking to them at some point because I think they got they use real Lego parts, which I do like. Well, I think they have some fake ones too, but it's still better. But yeah, if I'm going to spend money on something, I'd rather just get actual Lego parts. So I need a 1x1 sand blue. Yeah, I was annoyed about that too, about them switching the name. But at the same time, I hate to say it. Yeah, as AT17 said, Crusaders don't have a good history tied to them. Makes sense to change their name. I definitely get why they did it. Sucks, but that's what they did, and so that's what we kind of got to stick to. And hey, I mean, for the record, you could call them Bob if you wanted. Like when it comes down to it, and I make a lot of videos about. I made a lot of videos about the lore behind Lego Castle, but when it comes down to it, you can call whatever you want. That's the great thing about Lego Castle, and I always say this, the best thing about Lego Castle is that you can make up whatever stories you're going to call them, whatever you want, and that's fine. Like, you don't have to call them what I call them. You don't have to like what I like. I just put out the stuff that Lego puts out, make videos about it because I find that really cool and fascinating. And I also think a lot of people just want to know what Lego Castle's about. So I think that's the coolest thing, like great thing about Lego Castle. And I think hey, again, if you wanted to call a faction Bob's Knights, you could, there would be no one would have a problem with that. Also, I liked that they were called Crusaders because there's so many factions that are Lion Knights, and they make way too many Lion Knight factions. In my opinion, scrap the Lion Knights, create something cool, different, which is why I love the Black Falcons coming back. Lion Knights are cool. I will say I love the new castle. The new castle's amazing, and they have some really great figures and parts, and the faction is cool. I like the newer look that they gave to them. But when it comes down to it, jeez, we need something else besides the Lion faction. Well, there's Lion Knights and Knights Kingdom 2, but also that's the Lion Kingdom. For the record, that's called Lion Kingdom. And then there's Lion Kingdom and then Lion. It's called Lego Kingdoms, and then Ridge. There's so many different Knights Kingdom 2. I think there's King Leo's Knights. Then there's Royal Knights that also have a Lion faction. So yeah, so many different ones. Oh, Matthew, I have a question. Would you burn Playmobil on live? No, and I'll tell you why. Playmobil isn't as bad as everyone makes it out to be. And I will say this. They have one thing up on Lego. They have a solid castle stuff right now. And I know I'm probably going to get some hate on this. I'm not saying it's better. I'm not saying it's amazing. But I'm not saying Playmobil is better than Lego, but Playmobil Castle, straight up, sometimes it's 10 times better than Lego. Because at least they have it. So... No, sadly, I actually was a big fan of Playmobil. I had a lot of the Roman ones growing up. I absolutely loved those. Probably why I was very into history. Let's see here. Yeah, I remember playing with the Lego Castle sets from 2013, making my own stories. And that's the great thing. Off topic, I do prefer white and red versus blue and red. Red and white just looks way better in my opinion. Yeah, no, I think red and white does look really good. I think the blue and red does look pretty good for this one though. Also, my name's not Matthew. I don't know why this name thing always comes up during these streams. It's Brad. It's literally in the name, but breaking up Brad. Matthew, Playmobil sucks though. That's it. Like, I'm not saying like I should become a Playmobil fan page. Playmobil is pretty solid though. Blue and red is classic. I do agree with that. I do agree. I'm not saying I should like everyone needs to love Playmobil. I'm just saying it's good though. It's not bad. Like, they have good themes. I remember playing with them quite a lot as a kid. They were good. I like that they're a little bit bigger than Lego. Now, Lego is completely different animal. Lego is amazing because it's you can build with it. You can be a little bit more creative with it. But I also think Lego has turned into, more recently, a huge toy for adults, and then like model kits for adults, and then also Lego has a huge problem lately of just, hey, here's something people love that's on TV. We're not going to make any good original themes. And that's what I loved about Lego growing up. So kind of, I don't know. Lego has turned into giant model kits. And that's where I'll leave that right now. So. We'll call you whatever you want, Mark. But why is it M names? That's what I'm curious about, okay? Matthew, another question. Mega Bloks I will burn because it's just worse quality Lego, okay? When it comes down to it, that is all that it is. Do you have Mr. Gold? I do not have. Yeah, I spent way too much money on Lego 2 to go off of Lego. I do not have Mr. Gold. I wasn't really collecting CMFs when the time that he was out. And for those who don't know who Mr. Gold is, Mr. Gold was a figure that you could get in a CMF thing that's now worth over like $3,000 or something like that. But you gotta be careful because there are a lot of knockoffs that people have made to try to make money off of Mr. Gold. But really cool figure, and I'd love to own him at some point. But at the same time, I think there's other castle. Like, I'd love to get the Gold Knight before Mr. Gold. Like, there's castle stuff that just means more to me. So that's why I'd want to collect that over something like Mr. Gold right now. So your favorite faction is the Knights, is the Green Dragons. Yes. Top two, Green Dragon Knights. Okay, and this is why. One of my favorite colors is green. So. And look at that. Look, the colors on the Dragon Knights and the look of them is so cool. And in my opinion, they are the most unique faction. I mean, if they switch the dragon to something else, they'd be amazing. Because every other faction is that blue or it's blue, red, and usually those are the two big colors that they use for like everything. And the greens are so nice. They're different. They look so good too. Like, I don't want to hear any Green Dragon disrespecting here. I'm not saying it has to be everyone's favorite, but I'm saying there is. And then second is Wolfpack. And third is probably Forestmen. So personally, that's those are up there for like my favorite ones. So Matthew, will you destroy fake Lego industry? I mean, just too much time to go destroy fake Lego. Why worth it when I can enjoy actual Lego? Like, that's all I'm saying. Why waste time doing that? Drinking Island's been my favorite since Kingdoms. Why not? I have one Green Dragon Knight, and I put a Gunneral Dwarf helmet on it for King. Nice. It's awesome. I think I'm in the right step here. But yeah, no, it's did I do something wrong here? Besides waking up this morning? Oh, yeah, I did do something wrong this morning. Not this morning. Jeez. Was there supposed to be... What am I doing wrong here? Okay, I'm figuring it out. Do I like Ninjago? I like Ninjago that has been an original theme going for as long as it has. I think that is really awesome. I think Ninjago... I think Ninjago is oversaturated at this point. They've kind of just done the same thing over and over again. And so I think that's the problem with Ninjago, is they just done the same thing over and over again, and they haven't changed it up. I think... Alright, this is going to be a little rant. Lego sometimes is like, well, people don't like what we're putting out. And it's because, like, they're not trying anything new. They're not pushing the boundaries a little bit. Like, in my opinion, alright, example, 2010 or even 2007 Era of Castle could have went farther if they pushed into new factions, if they pushed into new stuff. And Ninjago's feels like, alright, we got another dragon, we got another this, and they have tried new stuff. And over the ages, there has been stuff that's worked really well because they've done it differently. They went down different paths. I've never really watched the show. I've watched some of it, but not a lot. It just hasn't hooked me, personally. And so to me, it's like, I think it's great, but at the same time, how far can you go with just ninjas, like, that have special powers? They're basically superheroes. So I own some Ninjago stuff. There's certain stuff that I like from Ninjago. I definitely like a lot of the architecture buildings. And yeah, so that's where would you destroy your Lego Castle set on fire for $2 million? Yes. You know why? Because my Lego Castle collection is not worth that amount. And I'd buy every Lego Castle set ever made. And I'd be able to afford it if I could have $2 million. So, yeah, I would do that. I hate to say that. I know that might make you all mad. But, like, think about it. You get handed $2 million. Could buy it all. Pristine edition. Like, saved in the box. Like, dude, I'd be going through Bricklink. Be like, all right, cheapest new. All right, we got that. Yo, Bricklink, I would have a blast. So, I also would be very hurt by burning all that, though, too. So, yay. All right. Because I can't do that. I'm not a monster and can burn stuff without having feelings about it. Personally, I think the next faction should be purple. What their logo is, I don't know, but purple and black faction would be great. I wholeheartedly agree. I feel like a bird or a boar. Ooh, a boar. I feel like that was something I remember seeing from. I feel like... Why do I feel like I remember Playmobil having like a cool boar purple faction? But still, I think like a boar. I feel like some sort of bird. I could pay you right now. I don't believe that at all. Dave. Okay. Yeah. Venmo me the money right now. And I will then believe you. All right. What was I saying? But yeah, no, purple would be amazing. Purple and black. For like purple, it would have to be dark purple though, like a darker, or yeah, that'd be really cool. I would definitely buy up a purple faction. I will say that. Wait, yeah, I was doing it right. If you... I'm confused. All right. Oh, so before the show, before I keep saying that, before today, I was watching Lego Masters, the newest season. Because if you guys don't know, purple silver helmets, I could see that. Still think black would be pretty sick, but yeah, I could see that. Or even like a solid like yellow, like we got with the tournament nights, or an orange. I just something different, guys. Come on, please, Lego. If I don't know when's the next time we're gonna get a castle thing though, like an actual castle theme. Jeez, I'm really hoping though. Yeah. I was watching Lego Masters, newest season. And oh my gosh, is it a cringe fest this time around? Now, okay, I know a lot of people on this season. Two of my best friends are on the show. There's really cool stuff that they are doing, and I know it's not their fault. And I know it's not the contestants' fault at all, but oh my gosh, like, Lego Masters has went so far downhill. And I don't know why it's still being made, because it's not good Lego. It's good drama. And that's what Lego Masters is now. Like, really, there is, like, they always try to set up someone as the bad guys. Like, this newest season, my friends Ethan and Dom got set up as, like, the bad guys, basically. Which is stupid, because Ethan's one of the nicest people ever. And the fact that they're trying to make him look like a just really awful human being, and stuck-up egotistical kid, it's just stupid. Like, I absolutely hate that. So yeah, I just don't know. I just was really like, I'm watching through it because, as you guys know, I do Stud Buds every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And I highly recommend checking it out. But we're going to be talking about Lego Masters, and it is our 2-year anniversary of doing the show. So definitely highly recommend going and checking that out. But yeah, because we want to talk about Lego Masters. But yeah, I don't know. Just very not a fan of it. I think Lego Masters sometimes focuses too much on the drama. That's when it comes down to it. That's really what it is. Focuses too much on the drama. It focuses not on the parts that Lego fans actually care about, if that makes sense. We got a little bit of ASMR Lego building here. Ooh, love that. Like, we care about crazy builds and stuff, and I don't feel like, I don't know. I would rather go to a Lego convention at this point and see that stuff, because I know that it will be just wholeheartedly solid content. Yeah. It fell off so hard. And again, it's not, you know what the hard part is? It's not the contestant's fault. Like, there is no bad guy. The bad guy are the producers of the show. I've heard how dramatized that show is, like, behind it. Like, they care about the Lego. The people on the show care about the Lego, and that's what they want to talk about. That's what they want to do. And the producers just, like, it's reality TV, and they push them in a direction that's just like, come on. Like, I've heard some crazy stories. Just, yeah. So, I don't know. All I'm saying is, don't hate the contestants. Hate the producers that made, just, because, like, they will pull clips out of context and stuff just to make people look like just not good people. And that's what pisses me off. Like, come on. Like, you're kind of making good people look bad. So, is it because one of my friends is getting looked? Yeah. No, and yeah, for the record, it's not. It's really just like, I've had to see how it's like affected friends, and I'm just like, I'm really glad. If you don't know, I was actually asked to be on season 2, and I'm really glad that they ended up just randomly ghosting me out of the blue. Just like, they're like, oh, you sound like a great like, you sound great. Like, we'd love to have you on. Out of the blue, they ghosted me. Like, jeez, it's insane. But yeah, just, I'm really glad I didn't get on now, because I don't think I could have come out of that looking good, and I don't feel like that's not bad. That's a bad way of putting it, but just, I don't know. I don't think I would have like really been happy with my experience. So yeah, I don't know. All I'm just saying, guys, is the people, how they portray people on the show is not exactly how they actually are. So I really do hope that the show just gets canceled here at some point. 2 years since. I'm not gonna lie, I actually haven't watched the newest season of Stranger Things. Stranger Things is cool. I don't do horror stuff. Just not my cup of tea at all. But hey, TV shows take a while to make. I mean, I can't wait for them to do Arcane Season 3. I'm a huge League of Legends fan. So, I really can't wait for them to make Season 3. If we're talking about Netflix stuff here. That's a huge wing. Oh my gosh. I think about the other shows producers make drama reality. Think about the other shows producers make drama. Producers make drama reality. Yeah, no, exactly. You're right. And Fox is super. Fox is just super dramatized. And if you watch the Australian version, I've actually heard it's a lot better, and they don't dramatize it. Nominate Brad for next season. You know, they are doing casting calls, and I am surprised I haven't gotten, because like it was so bad. So I'm part of a big Lego TikTok community, and like I'm in a lot of group chats with people, and the crazy amount of times we'd all just get blasted with messages from like agents looking for people, being like, "Yo, like, we'd love to have you on. Your content looks great." Blah blah blah, and I'm just like, it's really funny because we're all just like, I don't know. Some of them have taken up on the offer, but yeah, I have thought about it. I'd only want to go on if there's castle challenges. I don't care anything else. I would honestly, my goal is if I did get on Lego Masters, just to see how much I can mess with them. Because the real way to win at Lego Masters is get inside the head of the producers. Straight up, that's like, I feel like that's how you win. You just like, it's less about the building of the Lego and how much you can get in the heads of the producers. I would absolutely love to do that. Just mess with people. If you don't know, I do love screaming with people once in a while. So, I just get on and just start flaming fire. I don't know. I get kicked off the show so quickly. And so much of that crap. Oh my gosh. They know what's going to happen from the beginning. Like, they have a story and they write it. And if you don't fit their story, once they start shooting, they just write you off, basically. That's how this goes. Sorry. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer. I just wanted to talk about Lego Masters for a bit because, I don't know. It's just something I was thinking about lately. All right, wait. So, yeah, no, straight up. Like, that's what I've heard. They'd probably see this stream and not cast you. True. I mean, that's if they actually watched it. They say, yeah. They say you're supposed to like clear your social medias before you do it, but so many people have gotten on there with like such bad like certain stuff on their social medias. It's crazy. Made a video on if Lego Masters was rigged, and that's basically what I said. If the producers use base story, exactly. They literally put out, here's a cast of characters we want on, and then at some point they start finding people who fit that. And then literally what I've heard, do you get paid to be on the show? I do, yes, but it's not like, it's only while you're there, I've heard, and it's not like, and that's basically because you're missing work. Castle, I agree. That's what I should be doing. You do get paid. I'm not going to go into crazy amount of details because this is just stuff I've been told. But like, yeah, straight up, it's like you get paid some, but it's only while on, and it's not while the show's going. Because the big part is like you win money if you actually win. So that's the big thing. I have said though, what if you really wanted to just like a really good Lego show, guys? Just get Mr. Beast to do like a Lego Masters type show. I mean, yeah, it would be only one video long or something like that. But straight up, he could do it so much better, and be so much more creative and just be, I don't know. All I'm saying, just get Mr. Beast to do it and it will be a good show. And if he wants help setting that up, I would be more than happy to get him in contact with good people. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. If I had to go in one direction, I'd be just like trying to get Mr. Beast to do it, because I think he could just do it a fantastic job. And you know, like, yeah, like literally, like, because I know like parts would be a problem. Like literally go like, hey, here everyone is Millennium Falcon Lego set. All right, we're gonna do a speed challenge with it, or maybe hey, you got to take the parts and build something cool with it. Like, I don't know. That to me is like, hey, what can you do with a set that's already there? Is a very interesting challenge. Lego Overwatch. I actually have the Diva versus Reinhardt set. That was a really cool theme. Oh, jeez, look how massive this wing is. Like, this is. I'm trying. Let's see, that's how long. Like, it's from my feet. Sorry. Hand to my elbow. That is insane. This is a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Like, super reinforced too. And it's really solid wing, I'm not gonna lie. Oof, I would only do it if I could get free Lego Knights and you got hard for Lord Things. I mean, right? That is the... Yeah, I don't know. I think the problem is it's Lego really isn't as in charge there as Fox is, so Foxconn takes over. And they just kind of let Fox do their thing, which is the sad part, so. But what are we going to do about it? Fox is going to be Fox no matter, you know, what. Just Fox is always too much on the drama, and that's they've always done that with the stuff that they have done, where they've very highly focused on the drama for their TV shows. So, and I think someone put it in a great way. Like, look at what the other, like, the producers and stuff work on. It's all reality TV shows, and like, I absolutely hate that kind of show. Have you seen the hair animals on Pab? I'm gonna buy 10 to make right. Oh, that is sick. I absolutely love that. I don't even have cable. Yeah, I just watch it on Hulu. Like, I'm not paying for cable. Why would I do that? Hulu and Disney Plus are so much better. Like, you can get easy packages there, but still at the same time, it's, yeah. If you really want good Lego Masters, watch the Australian version. I've heard people rant about, like, literally everything that's like wrong with the US version is like right. They do it right with the Australian version, is what I've heard. Like, it's more focused about the Lego. Also, come on, guy. I hate to say it. Will Arnett is so cringe in the newest season. He's very cringe throughout it. Like, I feel like if I was on the show and he came up and talked about it, I just don't know what to say to him. Like, the jokes he makes are so bad. I mean, like, I'm just not a huge Will Arnett fan in general, but like, it's cringe. Come on. Like, I can't be the only one who thinks that. Lego Overwatch Lego figure. I got the Reaper. That one's pretty cool. Reinhardt's pretty sick too. I'd say Reaper. I have him in a bag somewhere. I need to pull out my figures again. I kind of have a lot of them packed away, and since I moved, and I haven't pulled out them since. But I'd say, yeah, I'd say Reinhardt is, Reaper's a pretty sick character. Uh-oh, I did this wrong. Shoot, where's my brick separators? I jumped steps, guys. This is why you never jump steps. Went to Atlanta Brick Co. and met one of the dudes that was on Lego Master Season 2. Oh, Mark Erickson. Or did you meet Steven? Fun fact, I'm actually really good friends with... Well, I'm not really good friends, but I am friends with Mark. I I actually had him on my show, Knights of the 2x4 Table. We talked lots about Castle because he's a huge Castle fan. But he is absolutely an awesome guy. And he actually is going to be coming back because there's some stuff. And he hasn't put it out yet. I think it's going to be whenever Lego Masters is over. But we did record a podcast together for Atlanta Brick Co. because they do a podcast called Between the Bricks. And I got to talk about content creation, about Castle. And I got to go really in depth about a lot of stuff. And once that goes out, watch my community tab because I'm going to post a lot about it everywhere because it was such a good podcast. I don't even remember half this. I have to re-listen to it once it comes out because I don't even remember half the stuff I talked about on there. But it was a lot of fun. And just talking with Mark and having awesome conversation. I just love talking about that. Which brings me to another thing. At some point, Exo Force, you guys know, is like one of my favorite up there. It's like second below Castle, I'd say. You think about both? Okay, well, they're both really cool. I haven't met Steven yet, but I do plan to like try to get him on a podcast here soon and talk with him because he's just an awesome guy too. But Caleb also from Lego Master Season 2. There's a lot of cool people on Lego Master Season 2. I've actually met Moto too, who was on there. I want to go to Atlanta Brick Co. at some point though. That is my goal. What was I going to say? So Caleb, Mark, and my friend Danny Ford Johnson, who on TikTok. That's probably, if you've known him, where he come from. He does a lot of great stuff. If you're on TikTok, I highly recommend checking him out. I'm trying to get him on YouTube though. We're going to do an Exo Force Knights of the 2x4 Table and do a giant breakdown of Exo Force, talk about what we love about it, just to have a great time. So, wasn't their Castle the one that got them to victory? No. So, fun story. Yeah, Caleb was actually the one who won the Castle Challenge. Mark was not the one who won the Castle Challenge. The fun thing about that is Mark and Steven were the Castle Bros, and Caleb and his brother beat out Mark and Steven. And now if you go to their Instagrams, Caleb and his brother now have the Castle Bros in their bio, and Mark and Steven had to remove it from there. I think they have some sort of Castle thing related thing. But yeah, so they got beat out on the Castle Challenge. And even Mark admits that he absolutely loved Caleb's build. So can't really go wrong there. It's way too... you're Atlanta Brick Co. I mean, it's a used Lego store. And usually they're a little bit more expensive. All the ones I've been to are usually like either pretty decent prices or a little bit more expensive. But, you know, if you think about it, you aren't paying for shipping. So, I don't know. It's cool. I just want to be there for the experience. I love going to used Lego stores when I get a chance. So, I absolutely love just picking up figures, even if that's it. I didn't buy anything. I just traded my old Lego sets to get stuff they had there. I mean, that's also the smart way about it. If you ever go to a used Lego store, pick up that stuff. Trade in old stuff, because you might be able to get some stuff you don't want for stuff you do want. All right, let's see here. Got this little thing going on here. All right. All right, that's... Oh, I messed up there. It's a very cool experience, though. Yeah, and that's what I've heard. And also, I've heard used Lego stores are the best place to get pick-a-brick. I do highly recommend Andy's Brick Shop. I went there with my friend Maticus, and we were able to get some really good prices. That's in Philly. So if you're ever up in Philly, I highly recommend that. I hit that on the way down to a work thing down there, and it was so much fun. I got to hang out with my good friend Maticus Bricks, who I've had on here before, and it was a lot of fun. The store owners actually recognized us, and so it was really great. Well, sort of. They didn't really know who we were, but they were like, "Oh, I recognize you guys from TikTok." So, they gave us a little bit of deals, and gave us a free shirt. That was really cool. They gave us a free shirt, which I don't wear a lot because I have all these cool Brick Monarch shirts. So, Kind of hard when you got a Brick Monarch shirt, you know. Which, speaking of, Brick Monarch, you can go 10%, Bricking 10 for 10% off. Link down below. Look, all that cool like shields, the light stuff, this shirt, it's all there. Highly recommend checking them out though. Oh, also guys, they just got hoodies. I'm so excited. I pre-ordered a Forest Men one. It's a dark green with the Forest Men logo on it. Their hoodies are absolutely insane. They're $50, but if you want to get, as I said, 10% off, go use my code. It's awesome. I can't wait to get my hoodie because I'm always freezing. Always very cold. So I'm really excited to get that so I'm not always so cold on stream. Oh wait, what is going on? I'm so confused. Oh, okay, wait. I get it. Jeez, just look. I'm gonna show you guys. Uh-oh. That came out. All right. Come on, get in that hole. Those wall mounts are way too expensive. What wall mounts are you talking about? At Brick Monarch? The shields? I mean, oh, you mean those shields? They're actually a really good price. At least personally, I think that because straight up, like, those are real metal. Like, I moved with those and they didn't take any damage. Like, they're really solid. Like, that's actual metal. Straight up. Like, and that's actual metal that they print onto it. It makes perfect sense, in my opinion, how expensive they are. And I'm not saying that because they send me stuff, like, and have a relationship with them. No, straight up, like, that is solid. Like, I could hit someone with that. I don't think they would break. I don't want to, like, I don't know. I just find them very good quality. Okay. Just check. Oh my gosh. Like, I get that. It's not a huge deal, but oh my gosh, that's just huge. It's just huge. Not all I was expecting. I did hear they might have a sale going up here around Black Friday. So yeah, highly recommend doing that when that does happen. If you really want some cool stuff. Because that will be the time. Oh my gosh, I have to build another one of these wings. Alright, we're gonna put that. Kind of have a better idea what I'm doing now, so I shouldn't make as many oopsies, but that's what I hate about ships. You always have to build 2 wings, and that doesn't sound like a huge problem, but like, I mean, it's still 2 wings that you have to build. Like, all right, stretch. All right. Getting right back into it. Thoughts on Bricks and Minifigure store? I've actually never been to one. I've technically only been to one used Lego store in my life. I didn't hit them up a lot when I was younger, and only got into them more recently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, those are the right ones. But yeah, no, I haven't had a chance. I've heard people sometimes like them, but also like they're a little bit more expensive sometimes. I don't know. I've kind of heard all things about them. That's the hard thing, is used Lego stores or store by store. Some have really good prices, some don't. Like, so it really just depends. Yeah, okay, that's right. All right. Working on another wing. All right, guys. Favorite Star Wars ship you have built? Let's talk about that. Favorite Star Wars ship you guys built? Put that in the comments down below, in the chat. Let me know. I'd absolutely love to hear what your guys' favorite Star Wars ship was to build, and why. Why was it your favorite? building a giant wing. All right. So, all right. At least I know. All right, let's see if we can get this one a little bit quicker here this time. All right, so that's there. That's there. We're going to grab this. I will say my favorite, I don't know, I love the U-Wing. I do love that set, but I will say it is not the best dropship set they've done. Trying to think of what other cool, like, what's one of my favorite Star Wars sets I own? I have a lot of Star Wars stuff, but I don't actually have a lot on my shelves. Starfighter for Mandalorian. Razor Crest, you know what? The Razor Crest was actually really cool. We'll say that. I don't have the UCS one, but that one is really the UCS one is actually not a lot of UCS sets I tend to like, but I will say I do like that one. Oh, Slave One. You know what? That was a good set. Which version of the Slave One do you have? Turbo Tank. I actually never built the Turbo Tank, but the Turbo Tank I feel like is just such a cool set. They did a great job with that one. Which version did you have? Pretty sure there's 2? 3? No, I want to say 3. So the original one, there was the Clone Wars one, and then there was the Episode 3 one that they did. Yeah, there's 3, right? Sorry, guys. I apologize for yawning. I'm not bored, I swear. It just gets to this point where no matter what, I like have to yawn. Like, I don't know. You sit down for too long. Right. Okay, so that's there. Did I not build this far enough over? I didn't. I screwed up. Django. Oh, and the UCS one. Nice, but my bro has the 2006 and the 20th anniversary. Nice. Turbo I have is 2005 and 2016. Wow, that is a good... Those are good ones. Clone Wars one was cool, but I definitely think the 2016 one was better. At least minifigure-wise, from what I can remember. It's been so long since I looked at those. I don't usually build a lot of Star Wars anymore. I pick some up here and there. There's a set that's supposed to be coming out in January. I love Mandalorian sets. Like, I'm all things Mandalorian. That's my group. Supposedly there's a TIE Interceptor Mandalorian one coming out. I'm really excited about that. If they do any, I'll be picking that one up. I picked the ATTE was really good. Um, 2016 is smaller but well designed. That's how I feel about the newer like ATTE. It's smaller, but I do think it's better. It's more well designed. I think that's the thing. It's like they've made a lot of sets smaller, but I think there is more design in them. Because some of the older ones did have some major design flaws. Oh my gosh! Stop! No! Stop! Can't be doing that. Not on stream. Come on, get that on. There we go. Oh, shoot. I think this is why I can't be on Lego Masters, guys. Just suck at building. That's a joke. I've built a lot of Lego. I feel like I'm pretty decent. I just make mistakes, especially when it comes to instructions, just because you accidentally start jumping ahead before you should. And that is all. Gotta go. Hey, thanks so much for coming out, Lego Creator. All right. Gonna get that. So geez, these wings are just huge. So I do enjoy about Star Wars, they put some different color behind it, just so it's not just all gray and black you're putting down. Because that would be the more sensible move, I feel like. It might be, those parts are cheap or whatever, so it helps. But still, like, I do appreciate that. 'Cause sometimes there are sets where it's just, like, too much of that. Alright. Alright, so that goes there. And that goes there. Alright. So we got so far. I love that you guys can see the instructions, so even when I'm not doing this, you guys can actually see what I'm doing. I'm trying to think of discussion topics. Jeez, can't think of my usual ones. Oh, I think that's good now. Let's get the base of this done. Alright, let me see here. Stars, I don't have many sets relative to the figures. Yeah, I grew up loving Lego Star Wars. Lego Star Wars was kind of my jam growing up. And it's definitely one that I built in a lot of. I was really into it, and I got really into Harry Potter, so I bought up a whole bunch of those sets for a time. I've taken a huge break from that. I think I've bought only a couple Harry Potter sets, just because there's certain stuff where it's like, hey, I kind of need this for collection purposes. Like I really want to. I got all the Hogsmeade sets that they've done, like Shrieking Shack and stuff, just because I want all those to be able to go together. And that was like really cool to me. Haven't built those. Maybe I'll build Hogsmeade for like a winter thing. And so like I've gone through giant phases. Definitely the biggest one right now, and this castle one is going on for a while. I will say that. But I think it's not going to stop anytime soon. I think I found what I love finally. And so it's just kind of there. Star Wars is like hit or miss for me now on the sets. And I think finally, like, more recently, but there is some good stuff in there, and I do enjoy, and other people I do know enjoy it. Just for me, it's just like, Marvel's always a miss. Sorry if someone's asked. Yes, I have, and we actually talked about this earlier. I've been loving Andor. Andor is so, it's exactly when honestly, when I was like, I kind of went in with low expectations after some of the more recent Star Wars content. And I will say I was very heavily surprised about how good it was. And Andor was one of the shows I was actually most looking forward to. Just because Rogue One is my favorite piece of Star Wars content. I'll just say that. But also, what is up, Jack Skywalker? Hope you're doing well, man. Rogue One, in my opinion, is some of the best Star Wars piece of content. And so to me, like, I just absolutely wanted a good show that kind of did that one justice. And you know what? Like, it's doing good, and they've done a great job. And I have no complaints so far. I think there are times where they spend a little too much time on stuff, but at the same time, hey, slow it down. Let's get some good storytelling, and that's exactly what they're doing. Like, some of these shows, they move way too fast. I've seen this as a huge problem with Marvel lately when it comes to their shows. They go too fast, and it just feels like they're not caring as much about the story as, as just like, hey, here's big action stuff. And also they're going to do shows where literally everything that they set up, they just kind of get rid of and not do. She-Hulk. But besides that, like, I don't know. So it's just like Andor, just feel like it's just solid. I always wanted to buy Harry Potter for the parts or D&D type things, since I've never seen my cool fantasy aspect. I think Harry Potter is one of the things that, like, really cool fantasy type aspect to it. They got some good castle pieces, but yeah, no, it's definitely not bad for the parts. Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, so I feel like Um, I feel like it's really good parts, especially for the fantasy era stuff. Yeah, I love the way Andor has been going. A lot of different than usual Disney Plus show. Agreed. Wholeheartedly agree. And I think it's okay that they've taken time with it. Like, I think that's perfectly fine. Like, not looking forward to the Mandalorian story trying into sequels. You know, I have a feeling that the newest Mandalorian season, and what I've heard is it's going to focus just more on Mandalorians, which I'm excited about, which I think will be very good for them to go in that direction, more or less. Compared to some other stuff where I don't feel like they focus, like I don't feel like Mandalorian as a show has focused as much on the Mandalorians. There have been really good episodes, but it was kind of feeling it's focusing too much on Grogu, and I really hope they pull back the focus from that and use just exactly what it is. You know, it's the Mandalorian. Like, that's what we care about. All right. Also, really glad the stickers are actually pretty decently put on the set, so I'll do that. All right. So get this. But no, yeah, Andor, they've taken their time, and I think there's also like, I don't always feel like Star Wars has. I've seen some few people talk about. I don't always feel like Star Wars has done the best job about being like, hey, this is what they're just like. Empire's bad. Whereas like this, like yeah, the Empire is bad, just straight up awful, and they show it like in so many different ways, and I just think like to me, that's very interesting. Like I think them blowing a planet. Oh yeah, that's bad, but it's just like I don't always feel like it's been So hey, Brad, this is a cool set. I wish I bought it when it was on shelves. Also, I finally made the channel and already filmed an eBay Castle Figures haul. I just have to edit it. You know what, guys? Everyone, I'm gonna do this right now. The Kind Crusader is an absolutely amazing human being. He does some great stuff over on. Well, let me subscribe to you. Go to channel. We're gonna go to your channel real quick. We're gonna go to your channel and we're gonna hit subscribe. I am your first subscriber now, the Kind Crusader. But guys, if you love Castle stuff, he is on Instagram. You're on TikTok too, right? I feel like you are. Sorry, there's so many people, and I'm always trying to keep them straight. But yeah, guys, Kind Crusader makes some awesome stuff. And so you know what? Let's all go give him a boost. Go subscribe to him if you like Castle stuff, and also go check him out on Instagram and stuff. But you know what? I hope I can say it. I hope I can say that I'm your first subscriber. So, let's hope that I hit that first. But yeah, hope that goes great, and I'm definitely will wait for that subscriber notification to go off so that I can watch the video when it comes out. Speaking of new videos, guys, again, a new Tavern Talk is coming out this week, and again, it's connected to Fantasy Era of Castle. You guys are gonna absolutely love it. Trust me, when I talk about going deep dive into the lore and stuff, this is what I mean. Literally, this video is the nerdiest of them all. It's making conclusions, it's drawing stuff. I'm drawing a world for you guys, and I'm not gonna lie, I think you guys are gonna really love what I did. I'm not done with it, so again, I'm hoping Wednesday. I'm hoping to take some time to edit today, but I don't think I'm gonna have a lot of time. But I think if anything, it'll be like done Friday or next Monday, so it'll be coming out here soon. So if anything, by the next stream, I will have more information for you guys about it. But yeah, this set is super cool. I got lucky enough, found on eBay. Not eBay, Facebook Marketplace, which is, if you guys know, one of my favorites to get used stuff for. Not sponsored, just I spent a lot of money on there, so. I'm also afraid Filoni has no new ideas because it's episode across shows the same formula store. I hate to say it, but I kind of agree. But I also feel like, you know what? Let's give him a chance. Let's hope. Yeah, it really makes the Empire feel really real threats and three-dimensional characters. I agree. Um, Definitely, it's been so interesting to see it all play out, and I'm very excited for season two. There's gonna be so much cool stuff that they actually do on season two. And I kind of like how they've introduced characters, made you love them too. Like a lot of these characters, you feel connected to. You're like, oh yeah, these characters are going to be main characters on the show, and you're like, oh no, they aren't. Like they aren't afraid to care off characters. Like they build these characters up, they give them depth, and then boom, like it feels like Rogue One. But at the same time, they've kept some characters along to like stay alive, and that have been constants throughout it. So yeah, thank you. I really appreciate. Yes, you are the first. Thank you for that too very much. About the Tavern Talk, it sounds great. They are always so fun, and I watched all of them many times. Hey, I appreciate it. I absolutely love making those, and it makes me so happy that you guys enjoy them too. I do them because, look, as I've said this, I do them because no one else does them. No one else is going to make good content like that, and so I am. And there's castle stuff that I feel like I'm talking about, and no one else is, and it makes me really happy when I get to talk about that and make really just good videos that you guys can enjoy. So, yeah. All right, guys. Let's see if we get... I'm a child, okay? I'm a child. I will make my pew pew sound effects. I don't know where I'm going to put this thing. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. Holy crap. But yeah, no, I just found some really cool stuff about the Elf CMF figures. That's why I made this newest one. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by. Alright. But yeah, I know I'm jumping around a lot, guys. I'd love to do, like, the Crusaders here soon. Okay, I'll tell you right now. The reason I haven't done the Crusaders yet is because there's so much there. And their history is so complicated. And, like, that's not going to make me not do them. But I will say, like, certain groups like that, I've been like, I don't really want to touch them yet because I know the amount of work I'm going to have to put in to do this video. And that's going to be like a 10-minute, maybe longer video. Like, I could see that being crazy long because the Crusaders have popped up. There's the newer set, which added a whole bunch of lore to it. There was the original stuff, and those went for a very long time. So, like, I almost feel like I have to do a part 1 and 2 for that, maybe? I don't know. I don't really want to do that, because... Alright, let's see here. Yeah, there's the comics for them. I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure they did one. What's it called? There was those comics, Captain Indigo. Yeah. Jeez, I'm a nerd. Sorry, I always have to say it. Just like I think about like, because I'm not I'm a content creator, and yes, it's about Lego, and I'm like, okay, it's not that I'm ashamed to be that, but I will say when it comes down to like, I know very obscure Princess I don't know. Can you please send me that on Instagram because I do not know about that, and that will be really good. I know there was, did I do this right? But I just know very obscure castle stuff, and I just, like, it's not even like there's a movies, these are books. No, it's Lego sets, and I read Lego Club magazines about, this faction or other. Like, I just realize sometimes how nerdy I am, and that's not a problem. No one should ever be ashamed of how nerdy they are, but at the same time there's a point where I'm like, wow, like yeah, there's a whole lot there. Have you ever read Tolkien books or seen the movies? I've done both. Tolkien super fan. Nice. So I've watched all the movies. Is this supposed to be like that? Okay, so the wings don't come down, they stay up. Wait, maybe? Oh, no, they do. Oh. I've read all the like Lord of the Rings and Hobbit ones, but I've watched all of Rings of Power and stuff. But I've never actually I haven't read the Silmarillion yet, which I do plan on doing it maybe at some point. I don't know just yet. All right. Gotta crack my back into place. There's some really cool parts. Yeah, no, Tolkien's really cool. I've talked a lot about him. Very excited for the new Lord of the Rings stuff coming out when that does come out. There's a comic about Princess Alama and her castle, which looks way too similar. Wait, is Princess Alama the new queen in the new castle? Dude, send me this. Oh my gosh, please. Holy crap, Sorry, guys, this is the stuff that excites me. Jeez, oh my god. Dude, oh my god, please send me this because I need to know. I need to open this up. I almost feel like I need to open it up on stream now. But whatever it is, I will be talking about that in a video, maybe. That's so cool. Sorry, guys. I was talking about the nerdiness of me. Like, if there's a comic book that connects, and like, look, who knows, like, the connection. But if it connects to because I know the guys who made the castle are huge castle fans. So I wouldn't put it past them to see something like that, take the design a little bit, and then also like add to it and be like, hey, we loved Princess Alama, it's a comic book. First sounds familiar, it's very high language, but once it moves to numerous, it's more like Lord of the Rings. Oh, okay, that's really cool. I think I'm missing a part. Shoot. I'm missing like a tan axle. Alright, let me pull out. Okay, so every time I have extra parts on an actual Lego set, I put them in here. Send you a link on Instagram. Thank you so much, dude. I am definitely going to be reading that right after the stream. I have all these extra parts. Shows you how many Lego sets I built. And I dumped them into here. Not because there's so many like small parts. Oh shoot. Do I have any of those? Some of those like tan axles, I usually have extras. Sheet. That's not good. Alright, I have one other place. Alright. I do need to sort this at some time, but I also do have this tackle box. It's got a lot of those extra parts sorted into it. I'm looking through my tan. Shoot. I know I have them in my collection for the record. I just have don't really want to dig through all of those to figure out where it is. That's not good. Is there any over here? No. Okay, there's a little pile of extras. Give it a chance. All right. We're going to build everything except that then. So I don't think I accidentally dumped it into here. Oh, wait. No, I'm an idiot. You don't need a second. Oh, I'm so stupid, guys. I'm an idiot. All right. I didn't need a second tan axle. I love it. That's awesome. Um, you guys just all saw me mess up huge. Just absolutely huge. It's like, oh yeah, you need 2 of those axles. She's on top. That might be the. All right. So, and also separately, the best picture of the full castle in the comic on many pages only shows it partially. Okay. Oh, okay. That, yeah, big brain moves. No, dude, thank you so much. I'm gonna look at that. Because I didn't even know, where'd you find this comic? I'm so curious now. Was it in like a Lego magazine? That's the hard thing. Oh, wait. Is there... Some of these pieces have stickers on it. Yeah, thanks, Jack Skywalker. Also, Jack Skywalker, I don't know if you saw, but Stud Buds is having its 2-year anniversary on Tuesday. Actually, I think today's technically the 2 years anniversary of it, but we do this show every Tuesday, so hope to see you there, man. All right, so this is the play function, guys. So you have these 2 pieces that you put down, and you can stick them back up for like attack mode. You can also put them down. Kind of cool. I don't know. It's not too bad. You can also make it go flat technically if you wanted to. All right. So, all right, we're making the cockpit here now. All right, so I always love when they use droid parts for cockpits. It makes so much sense and it looks so good. I don't know. It's just so cool when they do that, I feel like. All right. Whew, I'm getting cold. Good thing I'm about to finish this up here real soon. All right, so, yep, that goes into there. Also, TIE Pilot gets stuffed into here too. Dude, literally this is in very good condition for what it is. All right. It was a separate magazine, and the castle was based on a real mock, which at the time was a huge castle. Also features the robber baron and his followers, and they are not Black Falcons. Huh. If you Captain Indigo Comics, oh shoot, I can't remember. I know it's on Brickset. If you go to Brickset, there's actually magazine pages. There's actually magazine pages, and I will say that there is. Oh, I don't know. There was a book. I can't remember what it was now, but Captain Indigo. They actually, so they're time travelers. It's the original, like, kind of. This was, I think it was a UK thing. So they're time travelers, and they actually go back, and one of the people they visit is Robin Hood, and I talked about this in the Forceman video. And if you go there, so they actually do that, and then there's some people that they run into, and it also, like, there's just kind of random stuff like that. And then also, on top of it, there's another point where they go back, and the Black Falcons, the Black Knight is the leader of it, which at some point I really need to redo my Black Falcon video because I feel like there's new information. Because the Black Knight is the leader of the Black Falcons, which was something I found out. So there's weird connection there. But there's also a wizard that has a stone, and he's actually referenced in the new castle. If you go through the instructions, there's a reference to him. So it's very interesting. So I highly recommend. I'll try to find that. Maybe I'll send that to you as a thank you for sending what you sent me. But yeah, it's another one of those magazines or like creative book or something. But yeah, there's like a wizard, the Black Falcons, and they go back. I think there's also a king that's mentioned too. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I want to say it's because the king for Crusaders during the time was Richard the Lionheart, and so I think they did go to King Richard, but I might be wrong or I might be making stuff up. The show will be on Tuesday, Jack Skywalker. Yeah, because we're just doing our usual time, but it's around the same time as the anniversary, so. Yeah, so I don't know. It's super interesting there. There's a lot of stuff that like is actually referenced, and I really need to go through that more. Which is why it's really nice for me to take breaks from those original themes and go back and do like. I feel like with the newer themes, there's like I want to even do 2013 because I feel like it would be so easy to do. Really, I think it only went on for 2 years. There wasn't much lore around it, but it's just super easy for me to do that, and that way I learn how to do more research and find more information. And I have a script for a theory video. European catalogs are a good source of lore. Oh my gosh, yeah, I've been sent a bunch of those. I've tried to look into as many of them as possible. They're very, very fascinating European ones. Yeah, it's insane. I don't know. Crusade Tavern Talk is insane, and this is why it's so hard for me to make them sometimes because there's so much information. It's why I'm really excited to do Fantasy Era, even though there's a lot of information. I feel like it's a little bit easier to find, but there was a lot of comics and like Lego Club stuff around it, so it's a little bit easier. I don't know. It's insane, guys. I'll tell you that. Like that's the reason why I'm not popping out a Tavern Talk like every 2 days. I wish I could, but it's so crazy to find the information. Okay, I get it. I want to do Studbud's short stop motion reaction for the anniversary. That would be awesome, man. We would absolutely love that. Which you guys should all come check out Studbuds this week. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna talk to Ethan, who's on Lego Masters, who's also part of our show, about his time on it and talk about stuff through. There's gonna be a lot of other cool things that are happening. But I highly recommend, guys, Studbuds. There's a link to it down below. And I think you guys will really enjoy it. So if you like hanging out in my streams. So. Alright. So these go up here. This goes back here. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. There's so much. And that's the thing. I really want Lego to bring back Lego Castle, but I want them to be able to put a story around it. I really want them to take their time and do it right. Because we all know that Lego... what am I trying to say here? Lego... Lego doesn't always... Like, for Ninjago, they really worked up the story and stuff for it. But I also feel like they have writers and stuff that do that. Like... even just basic lore, just like basic naming character. It's so easy to name a character. Like, come on. Like, I don't know why some of the newer themes didn't have named characters at all. Like, it's so easy to do that. I'm just going on my usual rant at this point. I apologize. Alright, we're just going to put these stickers on randomly. Just a thought. Oh, yeah, exactly. So, and that's the thing. I think they put out 2013, even 2010. I hate to say it. They put out that, like, no story, not really. But, like, they very low effort. See, this is the thing. Lego put very low effort into something. It'll flop and be like, well, people don't want this. No, we just want you to put effort into it. The reason it flopped was because, like, people were like, well, this isn't great. And also, you just like, there was a castle theme every year. And I think they would have been fine taking a break. And I think that's a good thing, is they did take a break. And I'm hoping they come back. They see how the castle sets they've done have done, and be like, okay, this is how we need to approach Lego Castle moving forward. If they do that, they will be fine. If not, they're screwed. But I do think they need to make more Lego Castle, and I will say this till the end of time. Wait, what? Do you know what the episode of the Blue Balls part is from? I don't. It's right after they come back from Brick Rodeo. So I don't exactly know which one that was. I want to say it was around June of last year. There is a short to it. I do know there's a short that's like cut up. So you can maybe just take the audio from the short. At least Kingdoms had good civilians and teas of Black Falcons. It expanded the lore, but the last castle theme only had generic soldiers. Agreed. And they had a cool wizard with no name. There was the jousting match. Like, there was cool stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out... Does this just get... I think this just sits in there. That, and there's a blaster. I think these just... Oh, okay. And then there's this. This is not really a great place that they made to hold equipment. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, no, I think as I've always said, if they bring back Castle, because they're going to, I have a feeling very soon we're gonna start getting Castle sets, or stuff like that. Don't just make, like, the reason why, in my opinion, the new Castle is good. It's got civilians. It expands stuff. They had little bits of lore in the instructions, just enough to like make us enjoy it. And then they also gave us really good figures, and there is like, I don't know, there's a little more to it. And yeah, so why do I feel like I have so many extra parts? There's still a lot of extra parts here. Oh, I think he just gave me, oh, right. I think he said there was the extra parts still in there. So, all right, guys. Let's see. Looking at these sets, Krennic, Shuttle, and ATS are the only two I don't know. Yeah, the figure section is way better than expected in the anniversary set. Oh my gosh, yeah. All right. Here's the ship. I'll bring it up here. It's got better lighting. Oh my gosh, that looks beautiful. I will say that. It's long, it's big. But it looks great. It looks great. Absolutely love that. All right, guys. I'm going to end the stream here. This is it. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. Oh, my gosh. We almost went 2 hours long. I think if I do stream next week, guys, by the way, I will be having a guest on. I'm going to bring on a guest. I want to talk to some other people, have a great conversation. I absolutely love doing that. So thank you to everyone who stayed around. Thank you to everyone who supported my stream. As always, remember, on Saturday, you guys get to choose what set I'm going to build. So I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And hey, don't forget to break up to that next level. Bye!